Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Bluegrass Home Garden TV. I am over with what? I know exactly. Go ahead, say it.
I'm not here to torture. I'm not even asking you to make the bow. I'm just going to do it. So this is not about torture. So go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she just went to her TV voice.
Oh no, I didn't. No,
that was the look you gave me.
No, you went to your angelic voice.
Oh, he's trying to be all sweet. But anyway.
Well, your birthday's coming, right?
That's right. And guess what? Their spring open house kicks off on my birthday, so I thought this would be perfect timing for us to talk about nice, easy, quick ways to start transitioning over into spring, because Lord knows we're all ready for it.
Winter, tired of it. So, front door, right?
Yeah.
Everybody sees it. You may not get into your foyer and your dirty house, but you're going to see that front door, right? So one of the easy things to do is for us or you to make a new bow. And all this fun ribbon just showed up a few days ago.
That's cute.
Isn't that kind of cute? Yep. And then I always love mixing together. So I'm picking up that little polka dot. It's in the, do you see that, guys?
Yeah.
In there.
Polka dot
and
little
I'm
carrot.
doing our little plaid there, which is in our other little carrot. So I'm going to start off with this bolder print as the background. I'm going to leave our tail.
And you're saying, take this if you have just like a boxwood, like if you have, where you're just switching out the bow. Super easy.
Yeah, if you've just got some simple, a boxwood's the right example, or some simple wreath that doesn't have a whole lot on it, this is a way to take that existing wreath and update it and make it new, and it's a bow. Right? We can do a bow.
All right, we'll come back and we'll finish working on our bow. Stay tuned. Jimmy Nash is with us once again, and last time we talked a lot about the pools, how everybody just seems to be gravitating towards that, which is very different than even 5 years ago. Now it's, it's also the basement.
Yeah, almost every home we have, probably every home we have, has a finished basement.
Yeah.
So, and they're just not like finished basements like carpet and a TV. They're more kitchens, bourbon rooms, wine rooms, theater rooms, exercise rooms.
Yeah, this one just happens to have a sunken theater room.
Sunken theater.
This is a first for me here.
Yeah.
But just utilizing all that space and making it work for you if you're at home.
Right. And the thing, with Instagram and Pinterest and
People
everybody has those pictures now.
Yeah.
So basements are just like another house in itself.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you all have kind of utilized some like barn door type styling down here and everything. I'm really curious, like when we come back and we see all the furniture placed, like just it's going to be interesting, because you said there's going to be stairs on each side of this place where it's sunken down, right?
Yeah.
And I love the fireplace.
Be interesting, yeah. It looks like something I don't know, maybe like in a restaurant or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a very different feel. But again, I mean, it's your home. You've got people from all walks of life, a lot of people coming in from different areas, and they have different tastes, wants, and needs.
Exactly.
And you're able to make it come to fruition.
That's exactly what we do.
All right, don't forget Waldorf. That's another great opportunity that people can kind of like get their custom homes built in a very rural setting and everything.
Right.
So
yeah, and we're getting ready to start some townhomes too, and they're modern.
Okay.
And there's a total of 9, so we'll get together on that here.
All right, JimmyNashHomes.com.
Yes.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
Here at Hub Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. This customer was told that the repair was going to be $1,200 by a flat rate book. We were going to save them hundreds of dollars, but we ended up saving $900 because we found out that the parts were under warranty. This is just one example of how we save our customers money during their time of need. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hub Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
As meteorologists, we hear it all the time. That's Kentucky weather for you.
It's true. Weather around here can seem complicated and disrupt your day.
Heavy rain gearing back into parts of central Kentucky.
But that's why we're here, working for you to make it easy to understand.
That's the actual frontal boundary itself, so you can see that significant wind change with it.
So when you get the first alert, you'll be ready wherever you are to keep your family safe.
It's not complicated. We cover it all. WKYT First Alert Weather, only on WKYT.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
We we're back with Dwayne over at House
Making
by
the perfect
JSD
bow.
in anticipation of their spring open house.
Yep.
Kicking off on my birthday, just gonna throw that
hold
out
that.
there. Yes, I will.
Bad stinky. I was getting ready to say a bad word on TV and I can't. But
But you say this is the quickest, easiest way to
Stinky.
start
Right.
changing
Yes.
from winter to
Well, look, so
spring.
far, isn't it fun?
That's really cute.
yeah. Well, I mean, it is. You know, you've got a bow on it right now. Let's say that it's burlappy and birch, it's kind of wintry looking, and it's a green wreath of some form. You take that off and you put it on there without working very hard. You look like spring is knocking on your door, right?
Like you're on it.
You're on it, baby, just by making a bow.
Now, is it too early to go something like this? Because this to me is Easter. Like, this isn't as Easter
Right.
because it's got, you know, the colors
Well,
and
the
everything.
pink is really, right. I don't think so. I almost feel like, you know, by the time March 1st rolls around, I think we can throw some pink out there and we're ready to roll. I'm ready for spring, aren't you? I'm ready to let it go.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes, I like the way
I'll
you're
keep
talking.
finishing it up.
Yes. All right, and then is there any way we can like mix any kind of that stuff in with this? Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, not really.
Not that one.
No,
Mhm.
that
no,
one.
but some of these over here that are kind of more.
Well,
A little
I would have
unexpected.
taken isn't that fun, that bunny rabbit, and I could have put that with that plaid, and I think that's super unexpected and fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have done that one pretty
So
easily.
have fun with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Black and white pink. You don't see that very often, but it's fun.
I know. I kind of like that. It's not as it's kind of unexpected, but not unexpected when you actually look closely.
Yeah, that
Just at
ribbon
first-
is fun. That
First
really is.
glance,
Yeah.
it's like, wait a minute, black and white and pink. That's not what I thought for Easter necessarily, or spring.
Well, that's why we're doing this.
But we can make it work.
Because we're decorators here, so
Well,
we
then
want to do
just
something
put
different.
this bow together.
Isn't that fun? So open house, 20% off everything, including the bows.
I know. All right. Well, we'll be back here in just a few. We'll give you some more great ideas on how to transition to spring. Art Hubbard of Hubbard Mechanical is with us once again. I was joking with him that I need a disposal actually put in because I have little kids. They just throw their plates in and food just, But you were actually telling me a lot of people get rid of them because of kind of the stuff we talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who they take them out because if they're not taken care of properly and the wrong stuff is put into it, it actually creates more problem than they're worth. But if you're smart about it and you listen to the tips we've been given, they're great. They have a purpose. They're very much needed in a lot of households.
Yeah, like I use probably an excessive amount of cilantro. That is about nearly impossible not to let some of it go down the drain when you're washing off things. I mean, it just, the best intentions, it just doesn't measure up.
Yeah.
And we won't even talk about my kids. We won't even go there. So I want one. And there's already some sort of switch. If it does something, I haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
But how hard is it to go in and put one in? Like for instance, like in what we've got here.
It's not very hard at all. You have a power source. At that switch, we don't know what it goes to. There's a good chance that there used to be a garbage disposal at one point. And if not, we just get a power source there. And even if you don't want a switch in the wall, they make like an air switch. So you cut a hole in the counter and you just push it and it's got a little diaphragm and it engages the contacts, allows it to come on and off. And then pretty much the biggest, hardest thing I should say is the basket strainer inside the sink itself. You got to change it to one that can actually accept a garbage disposal. And then just repiping the drain line. I mean, it's not bad.
We'll lose a little bit of storage space underneath the sink, right?
Yeah, because the garbage disposal is ballparking 14 to 18 inches tall, maybe 6 to 8 inches diameter.
Okay, so, you know, I just thought at this point in life, everybody had a disposal. So when I got this house, I was kind of shocked that it didn't have one.
Yeah.
So there are still people out there like myself who want to dispose all, don't have them. It's on my spring to-do list. So, but that's definitely something you get someone like your company to come out and do it because you do not want to try to do this at home.
Yeah, it can be done by a homeowner, but it's better to be done by a professional.
Anytime when it comes to anything water related or electrical, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to flood my house and I don't want to burn it down. I'll leave that to professionals.
Yep.
All right, how can they get a hold of you?
And call us at the office at 859-340-4509. Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. This customer was told that the repair was going to be $1,200 by a flat rate book. We were going to save them hundreds of dollars, but we ended up saving $900 because we found out that the parts were under warranty. This is just one example of how we save our customers money during their time of need. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
As meteorologists, we hear it all the time. That's Kentucky weather for you.
It's true. Weather around here can seem complicated and disrupt your day.
Heavy rain gearing back into parts of central Kentucky.
But that's why we're here, working for you to make it easy to understand.
That's the actual frontal boundary itself, so you can see that significant wind change with it.
So when you get the first alert, you'll be ready wherever you are to keep your family safe.
It's not complicated. We cover it all. WKYT First Alert Weather, only on WKYT.
I don't know how many of you all follow me on Facebook and stuff, some of my personal accounts, but you know, I have this obsession when I go hiking with moss. I literally thought you brought this out as a joke for me. Because I do, I have to touch the moss. So it's so pretty this time of year. Anyway, I digress, we're talking about spring.
I'm just going along with her. I don't know what she's talking about. I just like, what has moss got to do with your hiking? This has nothing, this segment's about me, not you.
The truth is revealed. The truth is revealed.
I love it, I love it. You ready to make a pretty,
Yes.
It really is out of the mouth of babes right there.
Yes,
you go.
there you go.
We're so funny. We're going to create a springtime dough bowl using moss and nests and oh my. So, styrofoam,
Okay.
said dough bowl. Will you moss it up for me since you're the expert?
Moss it up. See, I say that all the time. Moss it up.
I may not need all of that, but I just grabbed a bunch of it. Look at that. Now we're ready to roll.
And you can use some pins to kind of keep this in place and
yeah,
stuff
we're just
too.
doing it for TV purposes.
We're making this easy.
Yeah, we're making it super easy. So I love that this is called muscari, right? And it kind of blooms early. And look how this, I'm stoking it in my styrofoam.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. And I'm going to pull my price tag off, mini pearl. I'm going to put one at a little bit of an angle. There we go. If you hear that, they don't realize we're taping TV segments, people, but that's okay.
It's all good. That's what makes it fun.
It does make it fun, doesn't it? I still don't think you ever paid attention, Daddy. There's a dog roaming around here.
He's literally back here,
there
like
really
right.
is. We'll put it on
here.
TV in a minute. It's Marco. This place is a mess. I think is your life a mess?
I think everybody right now can relate with that comment.
In a good way, in a good way.
They're
right?
either a hot mess or just a mess, one of the two.
Look at that little
That's
mound,
pretty.
right? Isn't that pretty? So then I got this pretty little hydrangea, and I did that because this is going to fill in a lot of the space without much flowers. And I'll keep poking that in if we want to come back.
Okay. Well,
You good with that?
Yeah, we'll be back.
You want long for the ride, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, who doesn't love a monogram? I mean, we do kind of live in the South, so everybody loves a good monogram. And we are going to do a monogram that you can utilize so many ways. You can just take string and add a bow and hang this on your door. You can add it to a boxwood wreath, so many options. I'm using the twine, but you could also do scrap ribbon. There were Pinterest pins that used sequins, yarn, you name it. Have fun with it, but we're doing the little burlap trim today, and it does kind of make a little bit of a mess, but you can get these at a lot of your craft stores. This larger one was about $4, and the smaller one that I'm working on right now was $3, but you can also just take some cardboard if you have the patience, take an X-Acto knife, cut it out. It's not quite as stable, probably won't last as long, but it is definitely a cheap way to get around it. But we're gonna see how it goes.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. We're constantly saving our customers hundreds of dollars. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
We are back. I love this because when I see these, I know that spring is on its way. And I have already started seeing some of the daffodils and jonquils poking out.
Yeah,
you know, so they're ready.
Exactly.
They're ready.
We're ready.
Spring's right around the corner. We're all ready for it. So
I feel like we lived in Seattle this year. It just feels
It's
like it's
been a
rain,
really
rain, and rain, and rain.
rainy winter
Rain.
and a lot of snow too, but just a lot of rain. Really, really weird. All right.
I'm doing my last
This is
hydrangea.
happy.
It is pretty, isn't
I
it?
like it.
And you really are seeing how simple this is.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm cutting them off a little bit. I'm not taking the leaves off. I'm not adding a different kind of greenery. It really is 2 flowers, 2 different kinds of flowers, and some nests in a pretty bowl. I used this dough bowl, but you don't even have to do a dough bowl. It can be any kind of container that you want.
And I like it that it's not too big and it's not too tall.
Well, you can see this on somebody's kitchen table or their island, you know, so you don't have to move everything.
Okay, so there's a larger
one
here.
and I'm going to take him and kind of just lay him in there, kind of nestled on top of that.
Okay.
Point it towards you, and then nestle another one down in there, kind of buried down in there.
So cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Keep on circling around, kind of bury him in there, and I'll rotate it around like that. Isn't that pretty?
So pretty. Easy.
Easy.
Easy. And you can get all the ingredients
Ingredients,
to make
right.
this arrangement right here. 20% off during the open house.
Yes, so it's March the 4th through the 12th, 20% off of everything.
And if you don't live in the area, a lot of this will be available online.
Most of it, if not all of it, is, as far as the flowers. I can't talk about the containers, but as far as the flowers, I would say everything is online. And it also is 20%, and we have local pickup. If you see something, you can buy it online, and you'll pay for it, we'll hold it, and you come pick it up. So there's lots of ways to spend your millions here.
Yeah, and I love this because you can really make this work with any kind of color palettes. If you're trying to stick with more just like neutrals, you could do the whites, more blues, you know.
When I pulled this together, I almost picked up and just did it all white, but I thought, no, you're happy. We want some happy color.
We like a little happy.
We like a little happy.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a few.
Hi, Richard Weber here from Springhouse Gardens. And this is the time of the year that you need to be looking around your property and see if there's things that might need a little attention. Here at the barn at Springhouse and Springhouse Gardens, we had a couple of casualties last year, which are not unusual, that you might lose a tree or need to take out a diseased or sickly plant or two. So we had a smoke tree that died in this planting bed right here, and it kind of precipitated a renovation and a redesign of what we call the cocktail garden here for when we're doing weddings and events and things. So what we're in the middle of right now, because March is a great time to kind of renovate and start new landscape projects. But what we found was when we're out here in the cocktail garden, we're looking across at one of our parking lot areas here, which is great to have cars there. But when you're having a party, you might not want to be looking at the bumpers or the tail lights of your guests' cars. So one of the things that we've just done here in this past week are we've planted some evergreens that in this case are some upright yews or taxus. We've elevated them a bit so that they're hiding the cars behind them, and you'll be able to kind of still get a little visual of the cars that are there, but it's not right in your face. So you might look at with a real keen eye and just say, hey, I really want to make some changes here. This is a good time to do that. So when you get things planted, if you plant anything in March and April, you won't have to water quite as much as you would if you're waiting till May or June or July, because anything you can get planted early, it gets them settled in. Make sure that you use any kind of a biotone or starter fertilizer, and then also top that off with a really nice organic mulch, like living mulch is what we're using here around these yews. So those are some tips. Water things in really well, but once a week would be all you'd need to water. And the nice thing about March and April plantings, we're getting regular rainfall, and sometimes we still even get snow, but these plants are going to be setting their roots down and getting really nice and established, and they'll be, you know, they'll look like they've been here for a while by the time our first wedding in May or June arrives, or by the time you have your first garden party. So if you have any other questions, you can give me a call or give us a call here at Springhouse Gardens at 859-224-1417, which is our our garden center number. Landscape number is 859-224-0033. Until next time.
As meteorologists, we hear it all the time. That's Kentucky weather for you.
It's true. Weather around here can seem complicated and disrupt your day.
Heavy rain gearing back into parts of central Kentucky.
But that's why we're here, working for you to make it easy to understand.
That's the actual frontal boundary itself, so you can see that significant wind change with it.
So when you get the first alert, you'll be ready wherever you are to keep your family safe.
It's not complicated. We cover it all. WKYT First Alert Weather, only on WKYT.
Oh, if I could only see the stuff that happens in between the takes.
You ready to make this?
I love you.
I love you. Okay.
More spring.
More spring. We're creating a little moment.
I love this little
Isn't that the
tray.
best?
That's so
That is
cute.
the
Especially for
best.
everybody right now that loves the farmhouse look. This
Yes. I've always said a tray is your friend, right? You can put it on the coffee table, island, you can put all kinds of crap on it, you can move it around, but it also kind of grounds everything and it kind
Right.
of corrals it. So I've got these great little vases, and I always channel anything white little vases. I always think of my sweet mama and her milk glass, you know, so I love that stuff. I love that. And he's sweet. So got some little books. Imagine this is in the kitchen and seeing cookbooks that are open, for example.
I love that.
Yeah. It's great, like, you know, the Martha moment. So we got us for Cynthia, and you've been out in the woods hiking, right? And you
Of
collected
course.
these, and you've picked them from the mountainside.
Those aren't out yet. They're not in bloom yet. The moss I see all over the place.
You and that moss. Here we go.
Yes, it's shining and it's
Look at that.
showcasing itself.
Kind of bend them and then
That's
shape them just a little bit. I always think you got to touch each little branch just a little bit to give it a little shape to it. But this literally is just two branches.
There goes the dog.
The dog, I don't know if you saw the segments before, but we have a dog roaming around today.
He
That's
just
Marco.
he just keeps walking by. This is his person right now.
Yeah, I'm babysitting this week.
That's so cute. I love this.
Well, we didn't want to have to, friends of mine have the dog and not to have to go to doggy daycare.
Yeah,
or right
I
like
get
so.
that.
Yeah, so he's staying with us. We'll take care of him this week.
This is a subtle way to tie in a bunny, but it doesn't like overly scream Easter.
Well, and I love that little guy because I think that is
cute.
Easter, but I think that's can stay out all the time.
Oh yeah,
right? Like,
yeah. He doesn't scream Easter.
Yeah.
I think it's just the textures and everything. All right, so yeah, we got some hydrangeas.
Yep, got some hydrangeas. I'll keep finishing this up.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, that's my cue to take a break and we'll be back.
I don't think she's paying attention to me today. I just don't. So. It's like she's just getting ready to ramble on for another 10 minutes, and I'm like, come on.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Right.
All right, almost done. Okay, so as trying this is one thing I will say. When you have rounded pieces in here of the letter, those are gonna be tricky, so you're really gonna have to just take it slow, be patient with the hot glue, and let it kind of like solidify before you keep moving on. But I do like this burlap, like twine. It's making a mess, of course, but it's gonna be so cute. And there's a lot you can do with it. I was thinking, even if you ran out of twine, like here, you could just take another piece of ribbon, cover it, throw a flower on it. Yeah, and you've saved the day. So almost done here. You just gotta have a little bit of patience. And I would advise, regardless of what kind of letter form you are using, I would paint it, or just do something to make sure it's similar to the color that you are using up top. That way, if you have little, pieces that are moving, you're not gonna see, a drastic change of color in between there. Kind of like camouflages it. All right, keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost done. And I don't think I've burned my fingers too much. I'm using a pretty good hot glue gun, so it's not too bad. And you can use low temperature, which if you're ever working with kids, use low temperature. They even make little fingertip covers too when you're working on this, if you're really prone to burning yourself like I am sometimes. You would think I already own those, but I don't. All right, almost done. You can always go back and add a little bit more burlap twine if there's places where you see that there's gaps where it's shifting, maybe if you've not adhered it down enough. The good thing about this twine is it really kind of camouflages the way it is, and you can see the back does not look like the front. Literally, hot glue strings everywhere. All right, want to make sure that adheres really, really well. And then what I'm gonna do, so that's the front, I can go back and pull off the, the hot glue strands and kind of clean this up if I need to. I'm going to take, I've already got a bow here. I'm just going to loop this in back here to make this really easy. You could do this with a lot of different things, but we're going to do it this way. So that's my back. I want that to kind of hang like this. Now you could tie this and probably camouflage this in because of, you know, it being the burlap. But I'm going to, yeah, I'm just gonna hot glue it. And you might need to go in and reinforce this after you're done. Kind of maybe clean it up a little bit, cover it up. Maybe even staple it a little bit. I don't know, use something, but we definitely don't want to have it come undone on us. We've spent all this work. But yeah, so we're gonna just do this, but like I said, there's so many things you could do. Ultimately, that's gotta dry, but you could see that that could hang like that. Super cute, easy. And you can always take it down when you're done with it. Just put it up on a shelf or something. Use it for all kinds of things. Super cute idea, but does take a lot. So patience and time, and you'll be good. All right, I think this one was a win. All right, we are almost out of time. This is the one that's been
really is a
running
dog here. Okay, that's Marco.
Oh dear. Okay, but before we forget, again, giving you all kinds of great ideas because your spring open house kicks off on March 4th and goes through the 12th, right?
Yep.
So 20% off everything. We're just finishing up this little beauty right here. So we've got some ranunculus, and this is a color I don't think I've ever seen you all have. It's very, very pale, like almost a blush pink.
Pretty color.
What are we going to do with these?
So the backstory is that I've been getting follow-ups that I'm too mean to Amber, and so then there's ladies just off the screen saying I'm also rough on Amber. So do we like each other?
We love each other.
Yes,
If he didn't do this with me, I would think I had done something wrong to make him mad. So it's all good.
It's all good.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's sweet.
This is really cute. I just love that tray.
Well, it just might need to go home with you today.
So
spend your millions.
Earlier we did this one with a little doll bowl.
Dough bowl.
And now we've got this one, and then we made a bow earlier. Just slap that up on your wreath. That's just, it could be a grapevine, boxwood, eucalyptus.
Well, the idea is we've addressed your front door. We've taken care of your kitchen island. We've done something on the coffee table in your living room. You've got little moments touched everywhere in the house, and without working too hard.
Yeah, easy peasy. All right, again, give them the information about the open house.
Open house is March the 4th through the 12th, 20% off of everything. And you also can go online. It's housefloral.com or House by JSD. We can ship it to you. You can do local pickup. We're going to make it easy on you. We just want some of your millions.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.